So welcome everyone. It's fantastic to see you on the webinar on Sunday night. This is the DACxi coaching webinar and AMA. Lots of questions tonight. We've had some really good conversations around security and other bits and pieces. My name's Andrew Squalari, and I just wanted to go through and help people understand this thing called alt season. This is where things get a little bit crazy in the cryptocurrency world, and a lot of people are wondering what is going on. So I'm just going to do a quick screen share and talk about this thing called the alt season. If you don't know much about cryptocurrency, alt means alternative to Bitcoin. So anything that's not Bitcoin is an altcoin. So what it really means is open season for cryptocurrency. I was going to try and find a duck season picture for that, but look, it's open season for other cryptocurrencies outside of Bitcoin. And we'll talk a little bit about pricing and what's happening with the markets at the moment. We are getting into this thing called alt season. My name's Andrew Squalari. I'm a digital asset strategist. I'm a DACxi customer and a DACxi coin holder. And I love adding value to the DACxi community and into people in general, using my experience and my knowledge to help you gain confidence in cryptocurrency. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't offer financial trading or any other sort of advice. I give you my stories and my understanding of what I see in the world. Make sure you do your own due diligence. You really should talk to a financial advisor and an accountant. I do expect you to have a tax problem. And if you're not structured correctly, then the government is going to ask you to donate more than you should. So you will need to disclose your cryptocurrency holdings and the potentiality of that to your financial advisor. If they don't understand it, then I'm more than happy to help them see the bigger picture. And honestly, if they don't have crypto, then they shouldn't be giving you advice about crypto, but they certainly should be giving you advice about structure. Now, we know about classic wealth. We've been talking about this during the intro to crypto. Shares and property at the top of their cycle, and while the government's still printing so much money, they're still going up. Bank deposits are in actual fact are going down. So I don't know how property and shares going up, but cash is going down. We're going into negative interest rates across the world. If you bought a property over in Germany now, they pay you 1%. Expect that type of story in Australia in the very near future as well. If you're worried about that, you need to ask yourself, what am I going to do differently in 2021? 2020 was awakening. 2021 is actually an action year for you. We've got this adoption boom. We've talked about this before. We've got institutional money managers getting involved now. We're not at 44, we're at 42,000 for a Bitcoin. We've got consumer spending providers, all the Visa card, MasterCard, PayPals, they're all selling cryptocurrency now. And we have institutional FOMO happening right now. This is where the big money, so we've got a lot of support in this second big wave with these institutions really pumping a lot of money in. Trend Micro has pumped in $10 million at the bottom just the other day. And Grayscale have shut off a few of their trusts because they can't manage the customers they've got already. So a lot of these bigger companies that are looking after their customers are really buying up all the crypto that they possibly can. And that's causing other companies to follow that line as well. Now, what I see as the future. So we've got these consumers and institutional money managers. They're really driving the blue chip coins up now. So they're really starting to move. Mid-December, early December, Bitcoin was $20,000, and Ethereum, I think, was just on $600 or $500 beginning of December. So now we're looking at some really big numbers for the blue chip. So the institutions and the consumer spending providers are only going to get involved with blue chips, your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Ethereum, and your Bitcoin Cash. They're the ones that they're involved in predominantly, and they're the ones that they're spending money in and storing money in. They are not moving into other coins. So what are you going to do differently? We're going to leverage our wealth as this goes up the cycle. So we're going to be looking at leveraging the growth of what's happening here over here into other crowd finance tokens that are being introduced to the market. So that is the beginning of the alt season. And the DACxi platform is ideally aligned for a lot of reasons around this alt season, also for the long-term use of your cryptocurrency with crowd financing within our platform. Now, what are the big players doing? What they're doing is buying, storing Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. But they're either storing the coins directly for people or they're putting them in trust. So a lot of them now are doing trusts, so the people don't even own the coins. They just have a unit trust. And a lot of these big platforms are now moving into staking. So people are actually earning money from those blue chips. So they're not interested in selling them, because they're getting good interest rates and just storing them on these really big platforms. So that's what the institutions are doing. They're focusing on these big coins only. They're not moving into the little stuff. That's what we do. The blue chips do have a lot of growth potential because there's trillions of dollars sitting out there in managed funds that's still cash, and there's trillions of dollars sitting out there in large companies and cash, and they're actually starting to roll that into cryptocurrency because our competitors are doing it, making money from it, and they will be eventually moving into that market as well. So that is going to affect the blue chips very positively. But what is next? This is where it gets really exciting for altcoins and for DACxi. We are starting to see the beginnings of alt season. So once this price rise is starting to move, as we're getting now, people are going to start rolling the money out of those big blue chip coins and looking for the next big projects that are going to win. Those projects are altcoins, other tokens in other areas, and they'll move into alts in the top 20, or they'll move, if they don't know what they're doing, they'll pop into the top 100. But people will start rolling the profits out of it. It's risky. It's a gamble. If you don't know what you're doing, you are going to lose your money, but you make sure that you develop confidence, knowledge, and talk to people that know what they're talking about and see what they're doing, and then you can factor in your own due diligence from them. So money shifts out of the big blue chips into solid alts, and then it moves into the more speculative market. So we're going to see some solid alts in this area here start to grow dramatically, 20, 30, 50% on a daily time. So they're going to move in those solid coins, and then we're starting to see the beginning of that now. And once that season's over, which takes a couple of months, people are going to start looking at the smaller cap coins and move into those coins. And that's where we sit with the DACxi platform. We have perfect timing for the DACxi coin listing. Mid-2019, we had institutional money started getting involved with cryptocurrency. That was July 22, 2019. Fidelity opened up their big Barked exchange. Then we had the consumer spending providers started last year, October, November, when PayPal got involved with crypto, and PayPal is swallowing up as much cryptocurrency as they possibly can now. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash. And then we've got institutional FOMO just starting to kick in now, where Grayscale, Trend Micro, and a lot of the other big companies are now getting involved with cryptocurrency because their competitors are. So we're seeing some nice rises in the prices. We've got retail FOMO about to happen. So once Bitcoin starts moving forward again, a lot of people are going to go, well, it didn't go to zero because that's what everyone expected it to do. This thing must have some good, solid fundamentals behind it. It is growing, and it's not like it was back in this wave one, because everyone is thinking that Bitcoin is going to go where it did last time in 2017. Oh, it's 54,000, it's going to go to 30, going to go to 20, going to go to zero. Well, it's not happening this time because we have all these institutions, consumers, and FOMO happening in the bigger money players. So there's a lot of support in the areas that we're looking at now. The alt season, and where people move their profits out of the big blue chips, are moving over to these alternative coins now, and they're seeing some big gains in those coins because they're smaller caps and they have a lot more growth potential than the big blue chips. And we've got the DACxi listing happening at the same time. The DACxi coin listing is happening in the next few months. So alt season hasn't really started yet, but it is about to. So DACxi listing is coming right at the beginning of this alt season, where people are looking for alternative coins that are good, safe, and they believe that it's going to grow faster than the blue chips that they're holding now. Now, we are a new coin. We're going to be listed on big exchanges. We have a low entry price. We have a large media, crypto media exposures. There's a very big media platform, media campaign planned about letting the world know about cryptocurrency with the DACxi platform. That's already happened now. As you can see, Catherine Woolley, our general manager over in the UK, is on the British Blockchain Advisory Board, and she is just about the spokesperson for that particular advisory board. So that's very, very good credibility for the DACxi platform. A lot of good company credibility with all our licensing we've got, and we're doing through ASX listings and stuff like that as well in Australia and the UK. We're a long established company and coin. So we've been around for 3 years, nearly 3.5 years right now. So that's not 5 minutes. It's a very, very long established company. And if there's any negativity around the company, it would have been exposed by now. We have a very unique niche in the cryptocurrency world. We fit in with the existing financial system. We support the existing financial system, yet we are very different to the other projects around the world that are just looking at doing pooled crowd financing. We do individual ownership of crowd financed opportunities. We have a large global community, which is all over the world. There are a few jurisdictions that we don't work in because of the local licensing laws that are there, but we are in the majority of countries all over the world. We've got banking solutions for those countries as well. And we have local and global licensing. We make sure we are licensed before we move into a country. And we have 2 global licenses and 2 local licenses, one in the UK and Australia. And as time goes on, this year, 2021, we'll have up to 50 different platforms operating locally across the world, all with their local licensing and all moving towards having full securities license in each of those jurisdictions as well. So I think a lot of people in the world will really like what we do with the DACxi coin, with the DACxi platform. It's designed for the retail investor globally. And considering we're getting into this alt season and we're listing our coin right at the beginning of that alt season, I think a lot of people are going to shuffle their way out of the blue chips because they see the potential gain as being far greater in what we offer the cryptocurrency community. I think it's really important that you work out where are you placing yourself in the world of crypto and where you're placing yourself in the world of the future of money. So DACxi does help you discover the path to prosperity. We are in the right place right now for this to go very, very lucrative for everyone involved with DACxi. It's the right time. You know, we could have listed the coin years ago, but now is the right time to do it. We're going to get the best value for our community and for the platform globally. We certainly have the right opportunity being involved with cryptocurrency and of course crowdfunding. And we're definitely involved with the right company. The DACxi company has done right by the community all the way through. Their focus is on community growth and education. And obviously we're all developing wealth because of that. Thank you for being open to learning, plan for the future, but you need to take action now. If you want to learn some more, go to DACxi.com, go to the What We Do tab. There's a learn area there. Go through that customer learning area. Go to the DACxi Global Facebook and YouTube pages. Make sure you subscribe and get notifications for the YouTubes. Get back to the person that shared this video with you. Ask a lot of questions about crypto. Ask some questions about DACxi, but you need to take action right now. Thank you very much for your time. Looking forward to catching you on another training.